everyone. This quick tutorial to show you how to set up groups and also how group works in Canvas. So we couldn't provide any virtual training this week because our USF WebEx account was temporarily unavailable. So, but hopefully it should be up next week and ready to go. So to find any previous recording, please go to, let me show you, uh, library.sf.edu/TLS. So library.sf.edu/TLS. And when you access our webpage, please go to teaching resources on the right side and search for TLS news. So on your right, you can find any upcoming events, like any upcoming workshop. But to find the recording, go to TLS news and check out the link. Hello, so the link will give you, normally we learn to the latest workshop recording we had, but to find also previous recording, go to TLS Venn library. So here you will find all the recording and all the workshop we had. Okay, so to get started, please go to canvas.sf.edu. So log in and you can also follow along. So I will go to my sandbox. So what is a group? So a group is can be defined as a digital space. It's also considered as a collaborative tool that instructors use to allow students to communicate and collaborate with each other. So as an instructor, you can set up groups to allow students to do group assignment, group discussion, or even do group presentation. Okay, so to set up a group, go to your course. For the sake of our testing here, our training, I went to my sandbox, but when you're setting up your groups, go to the course where you want to set up the group and then find people under the course tool menu. So it's always on your left side. It's always gonna default to everyone, but here I already tested, I have different group I already tested. So, but normally when you learn, if you don't have any group, you're just gonna learn everyone. And then to start a new group set, go to group set and then add a group. Cooking group, I'm adding group, I like cooking. So cooking group. And then this is the place where you have to decide, do you want to allow students to self-enroll? Do you want to manually add students, like you create the group and then you go back later and manually add students in group? So do you want to randomly assign students? So I will go with randomly split the students, and then I will just ask the system to put them in 2 groups and then save. Yes, and you can see here that I have my cooking group now. I have 2 groups, and then I have David and Kyle in group 1, and then Diane and Andrea in group 2. So I added my colleagues for the testing purposes. You can add the teaching and learning service team members if you want to practice, or some of your colleagues, because you will need at least 4 or 3 people so you can assign groups. So as an instructor, for example, you want to know what is going on in your group, what is going on in the groups, you can always go back to people, and like you see, it defaults back to everyone, and then go to your cooking group, and then, for example, you would like to know what are the members in group 1 doing, what kind of activities is happening there. So use the 3 dots on your right side and then choose visit group home page. So right now there is nothing really happening, but again, this is where you will have to go and check what the students are doing in case for grading purposes. So quickly to summarize, a group is a collaborative tool So it's allow instructor, I mean, it's allow you as an instructor to create provide opportunities for students to collaborate in group project, group presentation, group assignment. And as an instructor, when you create a group, like within your groups, you can go and kind of see what is going on, what kind of activities is happening in the group. As an instructor, you can also go again and remove a group member or reassign a group member in a different group. So you can also allow students to do the collaboration. This is the collaboration tool or the discussion. So you will have to just set up the option to allow them to do what you want. So I would like to give you quickly the student feel. As an instructor, you may not be able to do that, but because I have a system admin access, it's just to show you what the student will see from their hand. So I have Andrea in my course, so I will just go log in as her so you can see. Okay. So act as a user. So as a student, this is my landing page. I will always see those are the courses that will have the courses they enroll in show in the dashboard. So they will just have to go and find, okay, Ramba Sandbox. And on the right side, in the middle right side, the student can see the groups they've been assigned to. So those are the group Andrea is in. And for example, in cooking group 2, there is nothing there, but this is again the place where they can go and start, the collaboration. And students can create announcement, they can create pages. This is where they can also go to see the group members, so they will see the instructor here and also see who is in the group. They can also start a discussion. So as an instructor, you can decide to have a group leader, and the group leader may be the one starting the conversation and starting the collaboration. If you don't have a group member, any group member can go and start a discussion. They will just have to add discussion, and then have a student coming back and just keep adding. They can add files, so they can also collaborate. The nice thing with the collaboration, they can work in a document at the same time, and they can do Google Docs or use Microsoft Office 365. The student can also have a conference. They can go and create a conference room and start a live conference and live discussion between each other. So I will stop acting as Andrea and go back. One second. Yep. Okay, so once we already talked about groups and how to set up a group, but how do you set up a group discussion, for example? So let's go to modules. Oh, I'm already in modules right now, and I have this test. So this is a place again when you have your modules to add an item within your module. So please go to the plus sign like you have seen it in the previous workshop. So, and now we like to add a discussion. You can create a new one, or if you already have the discussion ready, you can just pick it up and put it. And add the item. Okay, so it's always gonna go last. It will always show last or at the bottom, but you can always reorganize it. Like you use this icon, it's a 6 button. You can drag and drop where you want to have the discussion. So, and it always gonna default to unpublished. It just means that right now the content is not available to your student. Always make sure that you publish, and every time it's published, it's always gonna show you the check sign. But when it's unpublished, it's showing like this way. Okay, so I will go and kind of set up all the instruction for my student. So go to edit. So this is where, as an instructor, if you want them to watch a video and have a discussion on it, you can do that. You can just go to your YouTube channel right away and do. For you know, heart, people from the heart measure, you can add a picture of Picasso if you want the student to watch. Look at the picture and discuss. You can also add links or files. For example, to add the files, right now I'm on links, but please go to files. Look at the top side, files. You can also add the image on this side. So you can just add your file, just pick up one file and add it. Or the nice thing also when adding a file, you can just, for example, I will say take a few minutes. So, and instead of having the plain title, you can just kind of add more, customize, and then just click on the article you want them to read. And once the student go there, they can just click and then it's gonna give them the article. So this is where I have to decide. You can give them option, you can attach, and I will say that this will be a group discussion. And then I will choose my cooking group. You can set up a time frame if you want them to complete this discussion. You can set it up here and then I save. Right now it's showing me that this is a group discussion, and then this is the article they need to read. So when the student click on the article, it will download right away on their computer, or if they just wanna see it within the LMS, they can just use the optimize icon, and it will just show. So within the learning management system. Okay. So last time we were practicing, and one thing I thought it was really nice with Canvas, when your students start participating, you can get, instead of always going, if you're not sure that the group participate, you will have to always go back and access the group activity and see, access the home page and see what they're doing. But the good thing with Canvas, you can kind of get notification in your email letting you know that, oh, group number 1 is doing this, group number 3 is working on that. So this is really nice. So I go back to my sandbox and I can show you under groups, and I will select the Kneading Group project. This is where we had the practice here. So the Kneading Group project 1, no, actually it's project 2. Go to home page. I can see that as an instructor. And Andrea started the conversation here, and I can see it right away. And the nice thing, when she posted the conversation, it came right away to my email. So it's telling me that, oh, an announcement was posted by the group leader. And also, she started the collaboration. And you can also go here and see it right away. So you're getting kind of a, notification in your email, and then it's letting you know that, oh, you can just go and see what the students are doing. Okay. So this is, like I mentioned, it's a really quick tutorial. Take a time and go and add your colleagues or add the teaching and learning service team members to practice, and we will be happy when you add us. We'll have to accept, and then you can start practicing and creating groups and adding discussion assignment. So if you have a question, please don't hesitate to email us, and hopefully you enjoyed this training. Thank you very much.